afternoon, everyone. Do you like voting? Do you like your freedom? Would you like that taken away from you? Imagine this. Have you ever gone to vote in our great state of Texas, and when you reach the polling station, you realize that there's 10 armed guards asking you for 6 different voter IDs before you even start to vote? This may seem crazy now, but this just passed in our state house with little regard to our right to vote. During my short time as a political activist, I have been interested in government elections and research how they work and how important they are for our representation. My focus for today's presentation will be to demonstrate to you, my fellow Texans, of the process of when state Senate elections are held, what qualifications are needed, and how long senators' terms last. From the creation of our Constitution, representation has been important to our citizens. Electing senators ensures the people's representation in the government. There is currently 100 senators from each of the 50 states representing all the citizens of the United States. First, we will take a look at the election process. Federal Senate races do not concede with presidential elections. They work on cycles that occur on even or odd years. Every 2 years, 1/3 of the Senate is up for re-election. Most states have primary elections to decide when candidates will be on the November general ballot. On even numbers, when there isn't a presidential election, 1/3 of the Senate and the whole House are included in the election of off-year elections. Second, I will now discuss what are the requirements for anyone wanting to run for senator of their state. The process of designating senators dates back to 1789 to 1913, when the 17th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified. Senators were elected by state legislators beginning with the 1914 general election. All U.S. senators have been chosen by direct popular election. No one shall be a senator who shall not have attained the age of 30. The person running for office must have 9 years a citizen of the United States. And the third, the person running for office must be an inhabitant of that state for a year or more of that state chosen. Third, I will discuss how long each senator's term lasts. On even number of years, when there isn't a presidential election, 1/3 of the Senate and the whole House are included in the election. If he or she wins, they serve a 6-year term. If he or she wins during an off year, the senator serves a partial term of 2 to 4 years. Also, if a senator dies during his term, his or her state governor can appoint a replacement of a different party to finish their term until the next general election. In closing, as we enter a state of uncertain time, a radical right party that fears the people's voice is threatening the simplest of actions like voting. The election process of voting for state senators is a process that is written in our Constitution. It determines who can be senator, how long their term is, and when the elections are held to fill their seat. Senate elections are small, but important part of our nation's guarantee to uphold our democracy. I urge all of you to vote. It is important for our future.